Every workday, I have the same routine. First, I check my mail. Second, I answer my team and client on Slack. And third, I check my favorite inspiration website to shape my eyes. And it's what we're gonna see today, because today I will share you my Bible, all my favorite websites that inspire me every day and help me to be a better designer. Because it's seeing good stuff every day and understand how they are made and why they are good that will make you be a better designer. Okay, so the first website is the Brand Identity. It's a website that I check every day. It's about, of course, branding, and I like because it's something different from my area, which is web design and development, but it's relating to branding, because when you design something, is the result of a branding work before. And it's cool to see how brand designers are taking care of all the aspects from a brand. You can see, for example, for this brand, the way they use the color, the animation. It's also a good way to see how people show their work, with a great photography. And you can see the brand in context, which is really helpful to understand the brand and see the whole work we've been created for. So I like to see this website every day because it really shows a lot of things in terms of branding in different style. What I like from the Brand Identity is when they talk about one project, they show a lot of things, but there is also a text who talk about the project, and generally they also talk about the typography that they use. And this is really good because it's also a good way to find new typography that is used for really premium brand. The second website is pretty niche, but I love it. The name is, I'm not gonna try to pronounce because it's super difficult to pronounce, so I will let you play with the pronunciation. I like this website because it shows a really minimalist website who have like more an editorial style, and it's a pretty basic website, but the selection is really niche and premium, and that's why I really love it. It's a website that not a lot of people know, so that's why I like to share with you. And as you can see, it shows really well done website, like something that you don't see every day, and not just a basic landing page, which is what I try to search, because what I think is for a client, what brings value is to create a unique website, really different from your rivals. It's a great website. You can get lost during hours. Also, there is all the categories here where you can find your happiness when you are working on one project. So I really recommend this website. Okay, the third website is Aces. It's a Tumblr. A lot of creatives collect stuff on Tumblr, and it's a really good place for create mood boards. So me, I'm following this Aces Studio, which is a really great selection about branding. It's basically just branding. It's a selection of branding assets, which give a lot of inspiration for mood boards. So every day you can discover new branding work, different from the Brand Identity. That's why I like to associate the both. Anyway, you can find different things, different style in terms of branding, which can give a lot of inspiration, even in terms of color, of typography, in terms of composition, the way again to show your project. So it's a really good website to check every day. Okay, so the next website is Godly. Godly is a super selection of websites, and what I like from this website is that the thumbnail are animated. You can directly see the heart of the website because you already see what happened on scroll. You just, of course, click, and what I like is you have a lot of information about the website. Of course, the category, but also the kind of style, the font, the language, the platform, library, framework. Which is good is after, for example, if you like this kind of transition, you click on transition, and you can find other websites that have this same kind of transition, or for example, the same kind of framework. What I like from Godly is that it's a daily selection, but you just don't find things that been on awards or in CSS Design Award. There is various kind of website, which is really good because there is for everybody. So I really recommend you to go on Godly every day. Okay, so this website is the Visual Journal. It's a high selection and unique selection of brand work. It's something different than the brand identity, which I like. It's a great selection of made by Alessandro Scarpellini. So it's a really interesting website to shape your eyes every day, because a lot of great work out there, and it gives you a lot of idea even when you are a web designer, because you can see a good combination of font, color, and layout. So I really recommend you this website. Okay, so the next website is Typewolf. Typewolf is a really high selection of font in use in websites. What I really like from Typewolf is that they show you the font that been used in one website. For example, if I click on this website, you see the name of the website, Uncopdema. You can see the font combination, and here you click and you see the website. But what I like from Typewolf, it helps you to discover font combination and improve your typography skills. And what I like from Typewolf is, for example, you like this font, OG, you click on, and they will show you all the websites that they have in Typewolf who use the OG font. So it's a really good way to see, okay, I like OG, but how do people use OG? They use as a main font, or they use as a secondary font, with which kind of font they associate this font. So that's really cool to understand font pairing. For example, you can see that OG is used a lot with New Grotesque. OG is a serif, and New Grotesque is a sans serif. So that's super interesting to improve your typography skills. I really wanted to show you this next selection because it's not a website, it's a Twitter account called This Is Great. It's a really high selection of branding work again. I know there is a lot of things about branding, but for me it's really interesting to understand branding to create design, because it's like people, when they create a website, are really focused on the conversion side, but a lot of people are forgetting the emotional conversion that is possible in one website, with the typography, the color, all the possibility of layout that you have to really reflect the brand identity. So that's why I'm really into branding these days, and I really like this Twitter account because the selection is really neat. Every day, this is great, sharing 4 visuals of the same person to give you the mood of this person, freelance, studio. And if you click here, you have directly access to the studio or the freelance. And what I wanted to show you is that Twitter, it's a super tool to discover things. I'm using my Twitter account as a mood board. I just follow people that I love the work, and like that in my Twitter feed, I just have really pleasant work and people who just talk about design, branding, web development, webflow, identity. Okay, this website, of course, you know, because it's Harvard's, and yeah, I think it's the most famous website about web design and development, but it's impossible to avoid it, so I wanted to talk about it. And for people who live in a cave and who don't know awards, it's a website who everyday award freelance or studio or agency who deliver high quality work. And when you click on Site of the Day, you can discover all the websites who've been awarded at least with a Site of the Day, which is a high selection of websites. I recommend you to check the websites awarded on September 18th. People told me that it's a great website. And the cool thing of awards is the filter, because you can filter by site of the day, site of the month, site of the years, but also per categories, but also per tag. For example, if you are searching inspiration about page, you click on about page. But there is a lot of filters. If you are searching something more about technology, about infinite scroll, responsive, you can find your happiness. The cool thing is you can filter also by color, by countries, which can show some tendencies, for example, in the country where you are working. And for example, you can discover by technology and check, okay, which kind of website are being made on Webflow. Okay, next one is more design. It's not a website, but an Instagram account. And it's also show that we can find good stuff on Twitter, we can find good stuff on some website, but also we can find good stuff on Instagram. It's a place where you can find a lot of great things, a lot of great accounts. And this account, More Design, show you a really great selection of work in terms of branding, in terms of web design, in terms of 3D, in terms of typography. You can find various things. So the next website is Overstate. Overstate is a crazy high selection of websites. What I like from Overstate is it's something that you don't see in awards, because it's like more experimental design. For me, it's like fashion. Discovering something really experimental make you go out of your comfort zone and help you to push more and more the boundaries and to try to create something different that clients want, because clients not always gonna tell you things that they see, but if you show something really different, they also open the minds, and you also try to with the client to push the boundaries. So it's super interesting. So for example, I'm clicking on this website and you can see this kind of crazy animation that you don't see a lot, but it's super interesting. The layout, it's like really, really great work. That's why I like Overstate, because the selection is really crazy. In the same editorial line than Overstate, there is also Brutalist website. It's the same kind of mood. It's like crazy website, but yeah, Brutalist. It's something really, really atypical, and I really love it. This kind of font, handmade font, but gives something really different and really unique, and is what clients want and need. So it's always good to see this kind of website. And again, like Overstate, like you can discover crazy animation or things that you really don't see anywhere. Like for example, this website. Yeah, sometimes it can show you how we are all going in the same way, and it's interesting people were going in another way. For example, with this website, with this pixelated picture, and you click, you see the work and this animation, and it's really experimental, but it's really interesting. It's like you go in one museum, you discover things that you couldn't expect. So just have a look and tell me what you think. And the last website is my favorite because I'm using every day and I'm collecting a lot of things in this website, is Savvy. Savvy, it's like, I could say like a new Tumblr, because it just, if I go in my account, you collect things and that's it. Or you can also follow people, and if you follow them, it will appear in your timeline the people that also, the thing that people also collect. What I like from Savvy is you can create boards, like a Pinterest, for example, and you can collect things. For example, I collect websites or assets or things that I like about architecture. And like that, if I'm working for a client in the domain of architecture, I already have a mood board, and it helped me a lot to, it's like a pre-mood board. Like that, I already have some elements in my mood boards, and the life it's easier because I already made some work in amount, So I really recommend you Savvy, because yeah, it's a Pinterest-like, a Tumblr-like, that if you follow great designer, it will appear a lot of great stuff in your feed, and yeah, it will feed you every day. And that's all. This is all my favorite website. It's gold for me, and it helps me a lot every day. So please share me in comment what's your favorite website, and see you in the next video. Bye.